Hello, I'm Kristen Lee. I am living my 80s fantasy with this hair. Let me tell you, I forgot how much I love putting braids in my hair and then letting them sit overnight and then hoping for the best in the morning. Anyway, today's video is going to be about Costa Maya and my experience when we went. So here's some footage from it was just Danielle and I for that one. When we went and what we did, and I'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. So, my experience with Costa Maya. So, our friends went on their own excursions. Some went on, I think that was the day they went on like a jungle cruise kind of thing. And they got to meet baby monkeys and all different types of wildlife. And I think our other set of friends went snorkeling. I don't remember. That's why I'm doing the videos now, because I keep forgetting. And this was the day that I planned, that I was like, I was trying to come up with ideas that I could do while not being able to do excursions because of my hernia and all of my health problems. I didn't want to add any more when I got there, but I wanted to explore. So Costa Maya, I had found this day pass, and for $40 you were supposed to be able to use the swim up bar. What was the other thing? The tequila distillery, like a tequila museum, a chocolate museum, and their aviary. And I was like, okay, that's really cool. It's experiences that I've never done. I don't know how chocolate really is made. And you get to see it from the cocoa bean all the way through, or cacao, however you say it. So I was like, okay, this is really cool. So we're like, okay, so this is what we're going to do. We did our research. I found YouTube videos. Danielle found, like, I think it was a Reddit thread or something like that. And she actually found the place that you can buy the day pass from. And everybody was saying that when you got to the port, you could buy your day pass there. So we kind of held back on buying one because we were like, what if we get there and the weather's bad, or what if we miss our port because of weather or timing? And as it was, we made it to Costa Maya later than expected, because I guess on the way out of New Orleans there was a medical emergency and they had to make a stop in the middle of the night. So we were like, yeah, we'll wait until we get there. The way that it made it sound is that there was going to be like an information desk. You could buy your ticket, whatever. Excuse me. We get there, and the first people that are there are trying to sell excursions to anybody that didn't get one on the boat, that didn't pay the boat prices. And we're like, no, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a day pass. Well, this guy was trying to push what he wanted, and we were like, no, that's not why we're here. So we find the information desk, and they're like, well, you don't know what you're talking about, lady. You know, you're crazy. And I was like, well, do you still have the pool? And he's like, yeah, the pool's around the corner, whatever. So by this time, my anxiety is like, whoop, because I planned it, you know, and it could have been a day where Danielle went and explored and tagged on with one of our other groups of friends, you know. So I felt bad, and she's like, it's fine. She was like, a swim up bar is one of my bucket lists. She was like, and the fact that we get to do it, I'm game. She was like, we have our bathing suits on. Let's go find it. Excuse me again. So we find it, but the sign that we found said that you had to buy something at the restaurant in order to get into the pool. And the boats, they give you a daily itinerary of what's going on the boat, but also suggestions on what to pack and things like that, what not to eat, things that you cannot bring from wherever you landed or pulled in or whatever the word is, back onto the boat, because they won't go through customs and things like that. So one of the things that they said was, don't drink the ice. Don't drink any drinks with ice in it. Don't drink the water. So I'm panicking because I'm like, I don't want to drink alcohol because I'm on medication and I'm worried about the sun and all this other stuff. And we just ate on the boat thinking that we were going to drink. Well, in hindsight, I wanted to go to the tequila thing, but I think I wanted to just taste it. I don't know. That doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any sense, but doesn't make any difference. But I didn't want like a daiquiri or anything like that. And because we had just ate, we're like, well, what do we do? And so Danielle got a beer, and she got to knock off something on her bucket list. And she was happy. And our waiter was absolutely sweet. And he kept coming back. He goes, are you okay? You know, because I was tense. And I said, well, you know, I was told that things were going to be different. And I said, wasn't what I was expecting when I got here. He goes, well, COVID changed a lot of things. He goes, we used to have, because I said, the restaurant that we went through, there was supposed to be wrestling. And I said, I thought that you guys had wrestling and that's why you have the wrestling ring and, you know, to go up to the aviary and all that. And he goes, yeah, a lot of it closed because of COVID. He goes, we couldn't have the wrestling because, you know, you can't have people breathing on each other. And he said the museums closed because of the tourism. He goes, we're just getting back to our usual, you know, what it was before. He goes, even the staff has changed so much in the last 2 years. He goes, there aren't a lot of us that were here when certain things opened. So that calmed me down a lot because it wasn't me. It was just something that was new standards and everything like that. And after that, we had fun. I was staking out this, it was like a swing, but it was underneath a waterfall. And I was like, I need to get in there. But because of my hernia, I couldn't pull myself up. And it looked ridiculous trying to hop up. But Danielle got into it. If she okays me to put that picture on the internet, because I thought she looked adorable. But yeah, there was that. And then, you know, it was a lazy river. And it was really cute. And I loved the show, you know, and because the waiter kept saying, he goes, you got to stay for the show. I'm like, what the hell kind of show is going to go on? So anyway, we were talking and he goes, well, if you really want to try chocolate, we do have a chocolate thing, which you saw in the video, but it's not what you were hoping for. He goes, it's just a tourist shop kind of thing. So I did end up buying chocolate. So this is a cocoa bomb. And you're supposed to, it's in triangles and then you break off a piece and then throw it into the milk or water to make hot cocoa, which I thought was kind of cool. And then I got this. So and that was the other thing that I was kind of bummed out about, is I was trying to make food items and stuff for friends to send for Christmas, and I was just lucking out everywhere I went. So I think I got Debsy milk chocolate and tequila, and this one is dark chocolate and coconut. So we're gonna try that. And then I also got Christmas presents for my dad, because my dad, he's really hard to buy for. Why can't I open this? I'm not that blonde. It's just paper. Open. There it goes. Because he just buys anything that he wants, so it's really hard to buy things for him. And one of the things that he likes is Corona beer. And whether you like it or not, it's his thing. So they had a Corona shop that said Costa Maya. So I ended up getting him a shirt. Two shirts. So that was cool. I wish I had gotten some jewelry. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's stuff in it. Ooh. Don't fall all over the floor. Oh, shit. That's yummy. That is good. I'm glad I waited. Don't really taste the coconut. I wonder if the milk chocolate would have been different. But it's really good. It's nice and rich. So, that was good. What else? They had the aviary still open, and people were going through, but I didn't know how they were doing it. And by that point, I was just done. So, but we had a good time and went back to the boat and finished our day and went to the next place. So that was Costa Maya, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Just kidding. Editing me. I forgot all about the dolphin encounter. So I had heard through different YouTube channels and I want to say a write-up somewhere about the dolphin place, and from what I saw, I didn't see any kind of animal abuse at all. Some people had said that the tanks were dirty and that the dolphins were held against their will. I didn't see that. The tanks were made in the ocean, and there were like pulley door things for them to come in and out. If it's anything like the dolphin encounter that I went to when I was in my 20s, they would know when the boats were coming, and they knew that there were going to be snacks or whatever. So the pods of dolphins would start going towards the place, and there were different times during the day. So the dolphins would come and get their treats, and they would swim under. And if they were teaching, they would close the little door thing so that you could learn about the dolphin. And then when the class was done, they would open the door and the dolphin could go back to their pod. But it was for educational purposes. It looked like the same deal at Costa Maya. I don't know because I didn't pay the money to get the tour and everything like that. But from my layman knowledge of wanting to be a marine biologist when I was a kid, which doesn't make me an expert or anything, but I didn't see any cuts or bruising from like poking, which I have seen on other dolphins. I didn't see any like fungal infections or anything like that. The only time that I've ever seen animals not happy, I guess, when not healthy looking, was when I went to SeaWorld in Florida. God, I was like 16, 18, and I was just really sad to be there. These animals in Costa Maya looked happy. They even came up close to me like, hey, you got a treat. But no one was making them do tricks or anything like that. And they did have a feed person there that was throwing, you know, food into the water for them to eat, but they weren't doing tricks for food, if that makes sense. They were doing tricks because they wanted to do tricks. The tank area, there was like the barnacles in the brown part, but I think it's just because it was in the ocean, not that it was dirty or anything like that. And even the workers, you know, the people that work there, they looked happy to be there. They were excited and they were waving at everybody. And yes, I know that they're paid to get tourists to come in, but they look like they enjoyed their job. So I wanted to put that disclaimer out there that yes, I did take videos of these dolphins, but their door area, if you look, well, you can't look from my video, but from what I saw, the door area was open, so the dolphins could have left if they, you know, so we didn't have snacks and be like, well, whatever, lady, swam away. The other thing that I forgot is there was a beach area. We did not get that far, and we did not venture like to see what else was there. I think that day was one of our friends' birthdays, and we were trying to get back for dinner, and we wanted to see the Six. So, yeah. So that's everything. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.